My name's Sophie Chu O'Neill. Welcome to In the Hole. This is Sam Froum In The Hole. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for saying yes. That's so much fun. You're officially my youngest guest yet.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, you must get that a lot because you started what you're doing really early. That's exciting. Okay, so where are you from? How did you get here? Also, you're a comedian. You would call yourself a comic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Evanston, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. I go to NYU. I'm studying psychology. I'm a freshman.
Wow, you're a freshman. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm ending my freshman year right now.
So you just finished your freshman year?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I have one final.
Okay, that's exciting. Oh, so it's final season.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Really?
I only have one. It's next week.
College is so long ago for me. I only remember it being like the most brutal, excruciating, scary time ever.
When did you graduate?
I graduated in 2024.
Where did you go?
I went to Maine College of Art and Design. Psychology, fun. Why do you choose that?
It seemed pretty interesting. Like, I took it in high school, and I liked it. And my mom is also a psychologist.
Okay.
So, like, I think I just, had exposure to it. It seems interesting. And it's like, if I can't do comedy, then I would be okay doing psychology.
Yes. Well, they kind of go hand in hand, no? Was your family also funny?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Well, everyone kind of thinks that.
That's true, yeah.
Okay. So how did you get into comedy? Were you guys watching specials?
I think my parents did a really good job of showing me good comedy movies. When I was growing up, they showed me Ferris Bueller and The Simpsons and a lot of the 80s comedies and stuff. My parents didn't show me stand up, I don't think. I think I was exposed by my friend, and then once I started listening to it at home, my dad got super into it as well. So it was kind of a cycle.
So there must not have been that much time between discovering stand-up and then just starting. Because you started when you were 14?
I was 16.
16.
So I found it when I was probably 10 or something. So it was a while.
Yeah. But still, that was before, well, actually, maybe, I don't know. Did you find it on your phone? Did kids have phones back then?
Not really. I remember I went to my friend's house and they had an Amazon Echo and they played Jim Gaffigan.
Oh,
and
nice.
that was the first time I can remember hearing stand-up.
Yeah.
And then I went home and we had one too, so I did the same thing on ours.
And you feel good about your choice? You would love to be a stand-up?
That'd be really cool. I also want to write comedy.
Okay. Yeah.
For TV and stuff like that. But I always want to be doing stand-up. I mean, ideally, it's touring, putting out specials. I don't know, that might be outdated at this point. It might be doing YouTube, putting 15-minute sets up every month or whatever, but I don't really know. My ideal scenario would be touring, putting out specials.
Yeah.
And then also writing for TV.
Yeah. Though the social media component is big right now, right?
Yeah.
So you're also needing to figure out how to do clips and is that fun, or does that feel like a necessity to pursue the dream?
Definitely a necessity. I really don't like it. I wish I didn't have to have Instagram, but you kind of need to.
Yeah.
For communication and for posting stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of wish it wasn't a factor. It's good for exposure. That's how I got my manager and stuff like that, and some cool opportunities is through social media. But I don't know. It's annoying to have to think about that all the time. Can I clip this? How many views did it get? It's just another thing.
Yeah. So you got a manager when you were only a couple years into it then, right?
I got it this winter.
Oh, cool.
Because I posted a reel and it did really well, and so a lot of people saw it, and then a bunch of people reached out through Instagram, and then I chose between them.
Oh, no way. And coming to New York, was that solely for school, or was it also knowing that the stand-up scene here is really strong?
Yeah, I wanted to come here for comedy mostly. I don't like NYU that much. It's not a good. It's not really a college. I don't. How big was your school?
It was really small. I wanted to go to a big school, and it was really small. My major had literally 12 kids.
Wow, that is NYU is the opposite. It's 30,000.
Yeah, it seemed. I can't even fathom.
It's really big, and there's no campus, so it's you don't really. There's nowhere to gather, so it's hard to meet people, and it kind of sucks. But I being in the city and like doing stand up, and that's why I'm here. Like otherwise I would not be at if I wasn't doing stand up I would be somewhere like a better school than NYU. Like not better in terms of like academics, like better for me.
We didn't really have a campus at my college, but it was still like the city was so small. Like it was in Portland, Maine, which is still so small. I come from a small town though. Like I grew up in a town with like 1,000 people.
Wait, so how do you have this Tai Chi studio?
The school's been here for like 50 years.
That's awesome.
But I was gone for like 20 years. But now I'm back, so.
You should go to the Louis Armstrong House Museum. It's awesome.
Do you do music at all?
No, I'm just like a fan. Not like that big of a fan. Like I like 5 of the songs, but like it's so cool because it's preserved from like it's preserved from like right after he died, but which is still like 1981 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Cool. There are some people that like they aren't from here, but you can so obviously see that like the city was for them. Like, are you getting that sense being here now?
No.
No.
I kind of thought I would because like I went here on vacation twice before, like once when I was like 10 and then once when I was like 15 or something, 16. Like I really expected to love it here immediately and feel like completely at home and stuff. I do not at all. Like I think I'll be here for a while because this is where like comedy is. But eventually, I want to reach a point where I can move back to Chicago. So my family's there, and I just like it more. It's like much more slower paced, and kind of like you can find quiet and like peace and stuff. And I mean, New York is awesome. I like living here a lot.
Well, you must live in the dorms, like at NYU, right? Yeah, that's like weird.
I like it more the longer I'm here.
That's good. I mean, it's hard to find places and people and things to do. I mean, like, especially at a place like NYU, it's actually that there's so many options that I think it makes it harder sometimes to find great people.
Yeah.
And there is like a problem finding third spaces. I met a lot of my friends through like going to like a book club. Are you finding that you're finding a lot of friends like in the stand-up scene? Because I think a lot of the stand-up scene is like older people, right? Yeah. It's like a weird crowd to be like, I'm gonna go make some friends.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to some mics.
Definitely people I like, but I wouldn't say like a ton of people that I've hung out with outside of stand-up. Yeah. Like I met people through stand-up at NYU that I like a lot, but then just like going to mics, it's like like everyone's like 27. Yeah. So I'm not really gonna like hang out with them. Yeah. In my spare time.
Yeah, you could.
I could. But like not now.
I mean, they're also like getting like you're at a very different life stage.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. They're like, or they're like they have like full-time jobs.
Or like getting married.
Yeah. Most of them are not, I would say.
That's true. I'm thinking of one guy. Getting married. I'm like new to comedy-ish, but I'm finding that it's half exactly what you expect and half completely unexpected, like actually like sweet, kind-hearted souls that like love the craft of comedy, and then also a lot of like freaky, scary. Like I feel like you're jumping into like maybe like a creepy, dark corner of New York a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I would say like people are a lot. Most of the time, like people are nicer than you're. Like if you just talk to like a random person at open mic, they're gonna be pretty nice. I feel like. Yeah. But then there are definitely like weird, creepy, even just like intimidating people. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're also seeing a lot of people that have been like doing it for a really long time, right? And not necessarily at like mics. Like I feel like a typical mic, you might see some people that have been doing it for a while, but like a lot of people like 3, 4, 5 years. It's like they haven't been doing that, or even less. It's like, I don't know. I think a lot of the people that have been doing it for a long time maybe don't. They either quit or are doing like shows and stuff.
Yeah, so they don't need mics. Do you feel like you're new still?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Because I started 3.5 years ago. I mean, up until I got to New York, I could only really do stand-up on the weekends because I was in high school and like I was like running cross country. So like I didn't have time to go during the week. So I was doing like 1 to 3 sets a week usually. And it was like just Saturday, Sunday. My first probably 2.5 years were probably the equivalent of like a year because I was just able to do it so little. Yeah. And then since I got here, I've been able to do it a lot more.
How are you doing it more amidst like college and life?
I mean, I'm not an athlete in college, and my class schedule is pretty light. Like most of my classes, most days I'm done by 11. So I have most of the day to do stand-up, which was intentional. That's how I wanted to schedule it.
That was the goal.
Yeah.
Are you intending to do the thing where you balance like a career in psychology and a career in stand-up, or are you hoping that things kick off and you can very chilly, like drop out, no big deal, have a special on Netflix? Like, is that the goal?
No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get my degree. But hopefully, like, I can graduate, and then by the time I graduate, hopefully try to get a writing job soon after. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And if not, then like maybe do some kind of day job for a while. But I definitely want to graduate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister.
Okay. Do you think you come from a very like working hard sort of family?
Yeah, I mean, my sister's like, she graduated last spring, and she's already, she's an analytical chemist. She had a job immediately after she graduated.
That's pretty big right now.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
She's really like, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And like I wouldn't say she's hardworking, she's just like incredibly smart. She is hardworking, but she doesn't need to work that hard because she's so smart. So she like immediately got this job post-college. My parents are super supportive, but they definitely like want me to graduate and like maybe not put all my eggs in this basket.
Yeah. How did the conversation with your parents go? Like starting comedy at 16, they were just like, go have fun, just make sure your grades are good.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they were super supportive. Like my dad also did it like when we started. Like we both did stand up for the first time the same night, which was cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, he like drove me to the open mic. So they were very supportive, and they would like my dad would drive me to mics or like be very lenient on letting me go to them myself. But yeah, like as long as I did all the other stuff that I needed to do.
Yeah. Nice. You said your sister is not hardworking, but like also sort of is just naturally good at it.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think like working hard plays into you doing comedy and psychology? Like, do you also think you sort of just like have it, like you have the gift and that's like you're just listening to some innate part of you? Or do you think you're like working really hard to like crank a joke out?
No, I'm definitely working really hard. Like I think there's like not that many people where it's like innate and they can just go up just and crush every time. I mean, there definitely are people like that, but I think the majority of comics that make it, you have to work really hard.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do.
What does that look like for you? Like, are you one of the people that's like going to like 3 open mics a day sort of a thing?
Yeah, I try to do like 2 to 4 a day and try to write every day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like I'll go up only 5 or 6 times a week, or like I'll only do like 1 or 2 mics. But yeah, I try to write and perform every day.
And you don't get tired of it? You've yet to
I definitely do. Like
Okay.
a lot, yeah. That's like sometimes I need like a break for like a day. But I feel like I came to New York to like do this. So I feel like if I'm not kind of grinding and like taking advantage of all the opportunities, then just kind of a waste. Because it's like, why would I be here otherwise if I wasn't? Because I don't like NYU. Like, I might as well try my hardest because that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So what do you do when you feel like giving up? Or you don't feel like giving up, but you just
No,
get
I
tired?
definitely do.
Yeah? What do you do when you feel like giving up? In theory, like if something is someone's dream, I don't know, do you ever question like, is it right if you're feeling like giving up? It's like cold feet at a wedding. It's sort of like, well, like cold feet's normal, but like also maybe don't get married if you have cold feet.
Right. I think like a lot of people talk about, like a lot of like successful stand-ups talk about it. There's like, you question it constantly. Like, and that's helped a lot, the fact that like comedians that I look up to are like, they talk about how they questioned it all the time as they were coming up. So that's definitely helpful. It's like, it's part of it, because it's like humiliating. You're bad for so many years, and it's not like another art where it's like you get bad like in the shadows. It's like you're being bad in front of audiences for years.
Yeah, like in the exact same framing as good work would be. Like it's just same stage, same
exactly.
vibe.
And going up with people who are doing well. It's like, so it makes sense why anyone would want to quit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of just, sometimes I'll like call my mom, or like I'll take a little break, or I don't know. I'll just try to focus on like one day at a time.
Yeah. Do you think once you like make it big, this feeling will go away?
I think it's like imposter syndrome. Like I don't know how prevalent it is in everybody, but I think I'll always have it. I think it was like Mike Birbiglia. He was saying like you have to be kind of delusional when you're starting out to think that you can make it because you're terrible and it's obvious that you're terrible. You have to have the faith that someday you won't be. So I think that's like, yeah, it's crucial.
Mm-hmm. When you need that extra push, it is like calling your mom or talking to a friend or like talking to someone at a mic that's like, no, you're great. Like, keep going.
Yeah, something like that. Or it's like Brooklyn is a good place. There's like the Brooklyn mics will just give you a huge ego boost because it's like they're so friendly, a lot of them. So it's like you can kill with dog shit, like nothing. And so that's kind of nice. It's like if I've been bombing for a long time, I'm like, maybe I'll go to Brooklyn, do really well, and then I'll feel better. Even if I know it's kind of like not real, it's still very helpful. Have you been to any of those?
My first ever mic was at the Tiny Cup.
Oh yeah, that's not a good one.
Yeah, and my people's reaction keeps being that. And it was really nice the first night, and then I went the next day, and it was not nice.
Yeah. And
then I've been to 2 other mics at Laughing Buddha.
Oh, those suck.
Yeah, and I'm excited to hear about these good mics. I've never even done the mic at St. Mark's. I've just like watched actually, but those seem scary. I mean,
like the Buddha ones.
The whole actually all of it seems kind of scary to me because when it's just comics, it seems like a lot of people, like the way that I approach an open mic is different than the way that I approach like a show because comics I feel like will. Like, one, aren't really the audience. Or, like aren't my audience in the sense of, like, that's not really the demographic that I'm trying to get to laugh anyways. Right. Sometimes, I don't know, I see, like, the greats or whatever, and they're doing shit that would never work at a mic. Right. And I think that helps a lot. Yeah. I'm on, like, a Chris Fleming kick.
He's the best.
He's the best. He's the best. And, like, if he did some of that shit at St. Mark's, like, dead room. Right. Like, no way. Yeah. How do you feel about, like, the competitive nature?
I feel like, I don't know how much of it is external versus internal. I kind of, like, am a very, like, I'm always comparing myself. I would feel competitive kind of anywhere. But I think there is a lot of competitiveness in New York. Like, everyone's just trying to do as much as possible. Yeah. But that's, like, it's also inspiring because it's, like, you see someone who's on their 4th set of the night. And it's like, okay, I need to keep grinding. Yeah, that's like at least how I feel. Yeah,
like if someone's like, oh, I'm staying for the next 2 mics, you're like, oh, well, maybe I should. Maybe I might as well. Yeah. You said New York is fast-paced. I don't feel like it's very fast-paced here. In what way is it fast-paced?
Just everyone's always like going somewhere, hustling. Like there's always just people around you doing things. I think maybe it's just like that there's not a lot of solitude, so it's like, you're always around people that are trying to get something done. Yeah. And so then it feels like I should be doing something as well.
Yeah, like even if you go to the park, there's like someone like making an Instagram reel there or something. Yeah. I love being in Queens, like for that reason. Queens doesn't feel like the city to me. Like Forest Hills is quiet. There's like normal, like not hustling, but like normal, productive human behavior happening. Like people walking to the grocery store. Any grocery store in Manhattan is like moving twice as fast as it is, I think, in normal lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm trying to live, I think I want to live in Brooklyn after I graduate.
Yeah, especially if you like the mics there. Yeah. What mics do you go to?
The ones at Pine Box are really good.
I was going to go to that one Thursday. Is it good?
I don't know if I've been to the Thursday one, but I'm sure it's good. All of them are good. The Wednesday one is my favorite. Okay. The 2 guys that host it are from Chicago. They're really funny. The thing you have to be careful about is like they're more generous than like any crowd will ever be. So it's like you could go up and have the best set of your life, and it's like none of that will work. Oh. But it is fun because it's like it's good practice for actually feeling like you're on stage in front of an audience versus just like speaking into the void at an open mic, you know? Yeah. And I don't know, it's just fun to like get a response to what you're saying, even if it won't hold up. It still feels pretty good. I think like you can get a good balance between like those kinds of rooms and like the Manhattan mic kind of rooms where it's like if you're at one too often, it's just kind of going to mess you up. So you kind of have to bounce back and forth. Yeah. How long have you been doing stand-up for?
Literally, like, I literally did, like, 5 mics. And then I did the industry room.
Oh, how was that?
It was good. It was super fun. I don't know if I did good. I think I have, like, it felt good. Mm-hmm. I didn't like, I'm still so new that I'm a little bit like, oh, am I gonna like faint or throw up or like forget all the words out of nowhere? Like I'm still learning that I can trust that I'm not gonna like actually freeze and not remember what comes next or even be able to riff. But like I went and I had fun and I didn't forget anything, but like I get the tape back this Friday and then I think I'll get to see it. It'll be like my first time not just hearing like the audio on my phone after a mic. It'll be my first time like seeing what it looks like when I'm doing stuff. And I think then I'll get to compare like my memory versus what actually happened. But people always say that I did good. But like they're supposed to.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like hard to trust. I think there's definitely a balance of like people will not laugh even if something's really good, and people will laugh even if something's bad, and they just think that you're like fun and up there, or like they are drunk, or they are, I don't know, like warmed up from the last person. So yeah, I don't really know what the balance is there. Do you think you have like cracked the code at all on the signs of what makes people laugh?
No.
Do you think
not even a little bit. No.
Really?
No.
But people say you're good, so you must be doing like something.
I don't know. I think it's just like, I think I have goodwill because of like I look young.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I remind people of like a little brother or something. So I like have people on my side.
Yeah.
That's not to like discount my writing, but I think that helps. Also, no, I don't think I have a code. Maybe a slight like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Really?
That'd be wild if I thought I'd crack the code.
Well, not
3.5 years in.
Not even crack the code, but also 3 years is like a long-ish time to be doing something. I mean, I guess granted, like the beginning of it wasn't like full force going into it. I'm still learning like stage time matters a lot, and like getting into the right shows. There's like a big branding component too. Being up on stage and having people perceive you as like young and getting them to like trust you, so then they like trust your jokes. Yeah. I think that sometimes it works in reverse, like you might like this guy, I don't like this guy. Well, whatever. I won't even say who it is. I had friends of mine come to the industry room, and he was also doing the industry room, and they thought he was really funny, but they thought all of his bits were ironic, and I know him, and I know his bits aren't ironic.
I think I know who you're talking about. When was this?
This was last Saturday.
Oh, never mind. I don't know who you're talking about.
But I'm sure this happens all the time too, where someone's like making a joke. Let's say it's something stupid, like a "my wife is so fat" joke, like something like that. And like someone could laugh at that thinking they're being ironic, but like the comic could literally just mean it. And like the joke is actually just what's like at face value. Right. Whatever is happening up there is enough to get them to trust you on both sides, which I think is like the only, I don't know, like that's the only way that someone could have so many fans basically. Like I'm sure some people love Chris Fleming because they think it's like genius and fun. And I'm sure some people love Chris Fleming because they're like mocking him or think it's like funny in like in kind of a condescending way, I guess.
I think maybe like a percentage, but probably a small percentage.
Probably a small percentage for Chris Fleming.
I think probably an increasingly shrinking percentage.
As like a comic's identity becomes more.
And I mean, he's also like, he's big, but he's also not like enormous.
He's not like mainstream.
Yeah. Where like, I feel like his audience is probably they probably get it. I heard this interview where he was talking about, he opened, you know Gary Gulman? Yeah. He was talking about he opened for Gary Gulman like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Maybe less, but probably something around there. And he opened for him in the Improv in Schaumburg, Illinois. And like the audience, all they responded to was like him making fun of himself. So that's kind of what you're talking about. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
He doesn't like to be super, I feel like he said this, like he doesn't want his whole act to just be like, he said debasing himself. Yeah. Because otherwise it's like, kind of feels like he's selling out and like appealing to that proportion of his audience that only wants to like laugh at him. Yeah, I think also like in general, like Chris Fleming's side, also like I really do love Chris Fleming, so maybe all of this is like a bad example, but like in general, I think comedy, maybe culturally, but maybe only in the stand-up world, like has become very
relying on being self-deprecating, which I'll say it, I think it's a little bit lazy. I think we're over it. I think that I'm sure I've laughed at self-deprecating humor, but it seems like a cop-out. It's not a sustainable thing to rely on as like your bit and your identity as a comic. Like Chris Fleming is doing well now, probably because like I am more prone to laughing at the stuff that's not self-deprecating, but the stuff that's like creative and like more explosively like expressive and sort of a thing. But Gary Gulman, I've seen Gary Gulman like 3 times now because he's in Astoria sometimes for $10.
Yeah, QE.
Yeah. And I didn't know who Gary Gulman was. So to me, he's just like a guy.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, big fan. He's so funny. And it's like right nearby. It feels like meeting someone who I know is like a celebrity to other people. Yeah. But he's always like, thank you. Because I sat in the front row and I'm like laughing a lot. Because I'm also like trained in like open mic etiquette of like laughing a lot.
That's so
anything
funny.
With potential.
That's what you think open mic etiquette is. For me, open mic etiquette is I'm in the back on my phone the entire time.
But you're supposed to pay attention, right?
I know, you're supposed to. I'm a terrible open mic audience. Yeah, I've been to like too many.
Well, now that I'm doing comedy, or not even doing comedy, now that I'm like sometimes, if I'm at an open mic to do the open mic, I feel so bad. I'm like in my notepad the whole time. Yeah. Like I'm not thinking, I'm not paying attention. Yeah. But yeah, when I used to just go to open mics like for fun and I had no interest in doing comedy, or not no interest, but like wasn't top of mind. I was repressing it, I guess. Like I would just go with Oscar while he hosts and he's hosting. So like he has to pay attention kind of. So then I would just sit there and like, so I used to go to like mics at like the Comedy Shop and like I would literally like, it's like 3 people and like it's all like really rough. So like if there's one good joke, I would have to like, I don't know, like a lot of comedy I think which isn't true, but a lot of comedy to me is just a lot of like charity, like a lot of like polite laughs and like encouragement and like working together. Not even charity in a bad way, but like it's a lot of like giving for like, to me, it seems like not a super clear goal. Like the more comics I talk to are kind of just like, they're going to mics. They're spending like a lot of money on mics.
Yeah, mics are expensive.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
It was cheaper for me to do the industry room. Like the industry room is free. You can just do the industry room.
5 people.
Yeah. Have you done the industry room?
Yeah, I did it in the fall.
How would it go?
It was all right. I got a good tape out of it. I got like 5 spots. All the spots went horribly.
Really?
Yeah, I guess like I wasn't built for Broadway. I don't know. They all went so bad.
When people say it goes bad, I'm always a little bit. I used to think that comedy was just like having good jokes, but now I'm realizing like you could do the same 5 and have an amazing show or a bad show.
Right.
So when you mean bad, like is it just that the audience isn't laughing, or like can you tell that it's like you're off your game?
No. So like it was a bomb. Like there was like people were not laughing.
People don't also laugh to be nice. I feel like I've laughed at so much shit just to be nice.
I mean, there was like chuckles, but it wasn't like what I was expecting.
Yeah, especially since the industry room went well.
Yeah, I mean that's such a good room. Like the audience in the industry room is so good.
Yeah, I thought so too, but then someone was saying that that's not always true. But the one I went to was like, they also closed the back. Like it was like a lot less people than normal. Okay. Like I've been there and it's like a truly like super full room.
That's what I had. I had a full. I think it was full.
We had like my room was like half. It was so few people, but it was still really good.
Yeah.
I had like 10 people come.
Wow, that's cool.
Because I thought that people would cancel and I don't know. It was good.
That's smart though.
I think that room's great because it's basically a ton of people that are like there to support their friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like it should be.
They all get it, what you're doing, which is cool. Yeah, so that went really well, and then I did the other Broadway spots, and they went horribly. And like I was like, it started not going well, and then like I was bombing, so I kind of like crumbled, like not like fully, but like
a little bit like gave up.
I was like, yeah, I'm not good at handling bombing at all. Like I kind of like I get like sweaty and like nervous, and I kind of like shut down.
Yeah.
So that was not fun. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this again for a while. Maybe I'll do the industry room again at some point, but not for a while. I like don't want to go back to Broadway anytime soon. I feel like I also
happen. Like
Yeah.
if you do bad at a place, you're like, I don't want to go back.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't just like that I did bad once. I think I bombed there like at least like 3 times, like in the span of a month, like bad bombs. And I was like, I've been back for mics a good amount since then, but it's like I don't want to do those shows again.
Yeah.
But like I also get a good amount of stage time because I bark for Grizzly Pear.
Oh, cool.
So I get like 1 to 3 sets a week there, which is like I feel like that's good enough. I don't need
That's
to.
pretty good. I mean, especially like amidst being in college, I'm still like amazed. You did cross country?
Yeah.
When a run's not going well, like you just have to keep going, kind of? Like, do you think the endurance aspect of like being in a sport has helped at all with like, I often think that sports has helped me with like, I used to work in food service.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to think that it helped me with everything to have done a sport before.
Yeah.
Like I run now and I think it helps me be good at work because I treat things like a run.
Yeah.
If I have a 5-mile run and I give up mile 2, that's like a really bad 3 miles.
Yeah.
If I give up like 2 minutes into a mic, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the beauty of it is you can technically like leave a show early. Like you can stop, but still.
Yeah. Like I kind of just go dead in the eyes, like the light goes out and I'm just like a robot, like reciting my jokes. Like that's not going, like I don't like cry or like leave the stage, but I like deflate kind of.
Yeah, and it takes it out of it.
But I think sports definitely, like running definitely helps, not with the like endurance, but like the repetitive practice. Like we'd have practice every day.
Yeah.
And also like dealing with nerves. Like I got very nervous before races and it's the same before shows sometimes. So I think the strategies I use for races definitely help.
Yeah.
Also like running is a good sport because it's like the improvement is not linear. Like you could do really well one day and then the next race you do terribly or the next practice or whatever. It's kind of like that with stand-up. I feel like you can have a great set and then bomb the next however many. And that's like helpful.
I loved school and I loved sports because there was very quantifiable progress. Mm-hmm. Even if it's not linear, like there's still like very tangible evidence. Same thing in school, like for like AP classes, like there's such a strict curriculum and you can sort of like gauge yourself on that. But something like comedy is so fluid. You don't really know when you're doing well or doing poorly because there's so many different factors.
Yeah,
kind of.
Definitely.
Do you still get nervous for shows or only big ones?
Just all of them.
All of them?
But more so for big ones. Like if I'm going up at the Grizzly Pear at midnight, like on a Tuesday, like I don't care.
Yeah.
But I mean, I care, but like I'm not that nervous.
Yeah.
A little nervous. But then like for big stuff, I definitely get really nervous. And then like it shows, like I'm worse. Like I'm like tight and I'm visibly like uncomfortable kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely better when I don't feel that pressure.
I'm like feeling like amped up for it, sort of. Do you feel better after a show, even if it's bad?
No.
Or
if it's bad, I feel so much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, do you have that where it like lingers for like, it lingers like on probably until it goes well again. It lingers.
I don't think that I have it in me to like shake it off. I would also agree that like sometimes this is the thing where like I'll listen to a lot of podcasts or like interviews with comedians and then I hear that they have the same thing and it makes me feel a little bit better that it's not as easy as like, oh, you're just supposed to like no, if you love it, it's that simple. Like you love being bad and you love being good and you love mics and you love shows and you love barking and like you love the whole thing.
Who said that?
I don't know. No, I just think that I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
That's insane.
But
nobody
like,
loves barking.
But or yeah, at least like having fun with it. Like Oscar has like found a way to have fun with it. Now he's over it. But he used to really like barking was its own art form. I don't know if you would call it that. But
I don't feel that at all. Not even a little bit.
The goal of the comedy for you is like to get out of the phase where you never have to bark again, right?
Yeah, I want to not bark.
Yeah.
Hopefully by when I graduate, I can stop barking. That's a pretty ambitious, but...
That's still 3 years of barking.
Well, I mean...
Is that normal?
Yeah, I mean, people bark for...
Their life?
Not their life, but like people bark for a long time. Because if you stop, a lot of places, if you stop barking there, they just won't give you stage time otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's like, you might be getting a lot of stage time, but it's like, you want more, so you bark.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to look like, but I would love to be able to stop barking by the time I'm done with college.
Did you ever like barking, or it's
No.
always like this?
It's the worst. I mean, have you done it?
No.
It's terrible.
No, but
People just say no to you for 2 hours. And especially in the winter when it's freezing
yeah,
and
I'm
there's like no one
thinking
outside.
more when it's cold. That sounds awful. I don't know. Whenever I'm there, I'm like, yeah, I could do this for like 15 minutes. It kind of seems fun.
15 minutes is fine.
Yeah.
But 2 hours, it's like, you're selling a thing.
Also, is it even helpful? I don't even think it's. Is
It's
it
definitely
like
helpful,
effective? Okay.
For the show, yes. Sometimes you have 0 pre-sales and then it's like, you sell the minimum number of tickets and then you have the show.
Yeah, but it's all working towards a show that has like how many people at it?
But that's still so much better than a mic.
Really?
Because it's a real audience. And they're actually, they
Is
pay to be there, they're like paying attention.
Yeah.
It's so, and you get to do a longer set.
I've never done like a show, like a normal show.
Yeah, I mean,
I've only done the industry room and mics.
It can suck. It can be as dead as a mic, but when it's good, it feels different. And when it's good because it's a real audience, even if it's 6 people. And you get to do whatever, 7, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, I think the thing I like about barking, I like barking on McDougal, like by the cellar, because you could see like cellar comedians walk past, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I also I feel like it kind of, I don't know, I like standing out there and like sometimes I just talk to random people, that's fun. Or I'll just talk to other comics. Like that's the only part of it that I enjoy.
Yeah. Average day in your life is like you go to school, you do homework, maybe. Do you even do homework? So you like go to school, you write comedy, you do mics, you do shows?
That's pretty much, yeah.
How do you not get tired?
I'm definitely tired, yeah.
You just do it anyways.
Yeah, and I'm like looking forward to the summer. I had good breaks this year. Like I went home for Thanksgiving, went home for like Christmas break, which was a long break. That was nice. Went home for spring break, and now I'm going home for summer. So I'm gonna do stand up in Chicago, but I won't be able to do it as much, which was kind of be nice. And I'm also going to be working as a camp counselor for half the summer, so I won't be doing any stand-up. So it's like,
so fun.
Yeah, I've had like breaks, so I've gotten to go home and like either take time off or do it just back in Chicago where like I kind of know everybody and like my family's there.
Yeah.
So that's definitely helped.
Yeah, and it's like
avoiding
burnout.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel like your identity as a comedian is? Are you stressed about what your mark is?
I don't think of like, I want to be like this specific person, but if maybe I'll write something and I'm like, this is too stupid or like too obvious or like this is like mean-spirited. Like I try not to do jokes that are like mean-spirited or just like shock value kind of stuff. I don't think I'm doing it in pursuit of like a specific image of what I want to be. Just like if it feels right, or if it feels like wrong for some reason, it's just like, I don't know. I want to be like kind of, I don't want to do stuff that like I've definitely heard before, or that's just like too easy, or just like kind of, like I was saying, like mean. So I don't know. If you take those things out, there's like a pattern, but I don't really know.
Yeah. No, that's a good answer. I'm really tired of seeing like mean-spirited comedy.
Yeah.
I also think it's kind of interesting with the world of like TikTok. The TikTok like comment section is sometimes like so funny. Or like TikToks will come by and it's so funny. Like there's so much clever stuff happening on TikTok. And then you'll go to a mic and it won't be as clever or as funny or interesting or something. And then sometimes if something is funny, it's like, oh, I feel like I heard that before. Probably like heard this on a TikTok.
Yeah.
Or just wasn't original enough.
Right.
And that's where my brain is going. It shouldn't be stuff that's already out there. It also shouldn't be stuff that's mean-spirited or like punching down. I know a lot of people do that, but I'm also frankly tired of it.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Yeah, it's also not clever, and I think that if someone was ever like, could you explain this bit to me, it should have more of an explanation than like, well, you know, haha, fat people.
Right.
Or like something like whatever.
100%.
Yeah, like especially at the industry room, like my friends came and they're not like in the comedy world at all, they're like dancers. And they were like, there were a lot of fat jokes tonight. Like the whole thing was fat jokes.
Yeah.
And if I'm not saying that there's not like material there are a million original, really funny fat jokes, I'm sure, that have yet to be written. But we're hearing a lot of the same things.
Yeah.
And that's kind of exhausting. this is sort of why I was asking, like, do you feel like New York is fast-paced, or is it, like, mimicking fast-paced and, like, competitive? Because I feel like people are kind of doing the motions of that, but I'm not actually seeing, like...
Like the content is, like, stagnant? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, I guess I feel like it's... And I'm not trying to discredit, because I do feel like everyone I know is hustling a lot, and I do see that a lot of people are putting in the work, but I don't know if it's necessarily giving, like, you go to an open mic and everyone's super good, and you're like, holy shit, I'm in the room with the greats sort of thing. And I feel like my impression, not even of New York, but, like, going into new spaces in New York, is I'm sort of always bracing myself for that, and it doesn't happen that often. I feel like I'm lucky that I just have talented friends in a lot of different disciplines. Like, I have yet to go to a mic in the city where I'm like, the scene here is crazy. But
I feel like that more in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like I'm tricked by how good the audience is, but I think there's higher quality stand-ups at the average Brooklyn mic. I don't know why.
No, I love to hear that.
It kind of feels like that. And it's also, I mean, there's definitely like a lot of repetitiveness in Brooklyn too, but I feel like a lot of times it's more original.
Yeah. I sort of don't understand, how do people go to mics with, like, the same material over and over again? There's no, like, you can't write a new bit every day, can you? Or are you doing that? Like, how does that work? Do you get, like, tired of your own stuff? Because there's, like, a fine line, right, between, like, working the bit and not having new material, kind of.
Right. I think it's hard to hone at mics, but I think that's what a lot of people try to do, and that's what sometimes I'll try to do, where it's like, you have a joke, and it's just like one thing that you're trying to fix, so you'll do it for a while. Or it is like you're just writing a lot of stuff, and it's not necessarily polished stuff, but you're just like, let me put this up and see if there's anything in here that gets anything.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe you're turning out a lot of stuff, and it's not necessarily good, but I don't know, you getting like a glimmer of something in it.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's even the best way to do it, but like you hear people say like, oh, get as much stage time as possible. So that's at least like where I understand that mentality comes from, is like, maybe even I don't have anything new, it's still better than not performing at all.
Do you believe in the whole, like, stage time is everything thing, or do you think people should be working bits more behind the scenes and, like, writing more?
I mean, I think it's just a balance. It's like, if you go on stage too much and never write, that's not productive. But if you only write and never go on stage, that's equally unproductive. So I think it's just a balance between, like, do I go to whatever, the 5th mic of the day or whatever, or should I, like, try to sit down and write? I don't know. I think it just is an important balance, because, like, you're right, it's not productive at all if you're just going up with literally the exact same set, like, for weeks, and you're not changing anything. It's like, why are you doing that? If you're just at home writing, you can't write good stand-up in a vacuum, really, unless you're like, you've been doing it for decades and you just like have an innate sense of what works. It's like, if you're not at that level, it's like you can sit and write for hours and maybe there's like one good thing in it, and it would be just as productive if you'd written for half an hour and then you go test that.
Yeah.
Because you can also obsess and like just kind of be rewriting the same thing over and over. That's kind of what I do sometimes.
Yeah. But to a beneficial extent, or like, are you talking like spiral into rewriting something and it's not even helpful?
Yeah, like I think like sometimes if I write for 3 hours, it's like it'll be as effective as if I wrote for an hour and a half. Because it's like that last hour and a half, I'm like not doing anything productive. I'm just like obsessing over the specific wording of something that I don't even know if it works. But it's like I'm trying to account, like I'm like too many steps ahead. It's like I haven't even tested it to know if it works, but I'm already on like plan B and plan C. It's like, it's too far ahead. I should have just written the first draft, tested it, see if there's anything. And then if there is anything, rewrite it.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times I'll just waste my own time by trying to get it perfect before I put it on stage, which is impossible.
Yeah. That happens a lot, like in the world of design. I'm finding that the way to make myself do so much less work is sending something at the roughest sketch phase, like something that I maybe previously would have been really embarrassed of, but now I'm finding that like I skipped like step 2 through 5 just because I showed them like a stick figure drawing, basically. What do you like about being in, not to use my own terminology, but like being in the hole, being super new? Like, I know you don't like barking, but like, do you think there's any benefits to this stage as opposed to like, I was going to use Gary Gulman as an example of like a small town, local, well-known comic, but that's like not true. But like, as opposed to being someone that like everyone knows about and like expects a lot out of, or are you already feeling that expectation?
No. I mean, sometimes, but it's self-imposed completely. I think the benefits are you can do whatever. There's no eyes on you. So you can bomb as much as you want. And the only people that'll know are like 5 people at a mic. That's nice to not have any like expectations on you.
But bombing still hurts. Like,
it still hurts, but it's like, it would suck if you were like, this is going to be seen by a sold out audience at the cellar. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to be able to just bomb, and it does like in a kind of an anonymity. That's great.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing I think about being in the hole.
Yeah. So I'm curious about this whole writing world. How does like the writing pathway work? Because stand-up to me makes sense. Like, I think you can like, there's like sort of guaranteed returns in terms of like spending a lot of time barking, getting more stage time, and like connecting with a lot of people. Well, actually, do you not have to do that as much because you have a manager?
No, I definitely do.
Okay.
It's mostly me.
Okay.
My manager will like help with like big opportunities sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
But the smaller stuff is me.
Yeah. So like in the world of performing stand-up, there's a lot of like put time in, put energy in, put connections in, get stage time back. But how does writing work? Do you write sketches on the side, or like, this is maybe stupid of me, I just found out that writers or like comedians will get like a script for like a kid's movie, and then they just like punch up the script. To me, that sounds like the most incredible job in the entire universe, but like I don't even understand like how do you get from not being in it at all to like something like that? Or like, what is the goal? Like, is the goal like writing for SNL? Like dream goal?
I think the dream, like that would be so cool to write for SNL. That's like the ultimate dream. I guess just like put out good stand up, and maybe like write my own show. But I don't know. I haven't really thought that much about that. But
yeah.
I just want to like, I'm kind of focused on the short term right now of just like not being terrible at stand up.
No, that's good. That's a good answer. What else do you do? Do you have do you still go running?
I'm training for a marathon. Next Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So I've been doing that, and like I was just running before that.
Wait, the marathon is this Sunday?
No, it's Green Bay.
Okay.
Wisconsin. So yeah, I still run every day. Not every day, 6 days. Beyond that, not a lot. It's kind of mostly just like school, running, and stand-up.
Yeah.
Which is like not good for... I need to do a better job of like hanging out with people. Like
socializing outside of work. Because socializing in while barking or like at a show is still kind of being at work, right? There's still like the sense of being coworkers a little bit.
Yeah, and it's not like, I don't know, maybe like I'm kind of imagining like a competitive kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I just need to do better of like being social outside of stand-up.
Yeah. NYU to me seems like a horrifying place to be, frankly.
It's not a good school.
It seems really scary.
It's not good.
I don't really know how people make friends there.
I don't either.
I don't really know how people make friends in general, actually. Like, I did a very, like... I'm trying to think of... My friend is moving. She's going to grad school in Rochester. And she has 1 million friends, and she's, like, super popular. She's a social butterfly. Everyone loves her. She's, like, honorary, like, prom queen, effectively, of our school. And she's, like, nervous about making friends in this new place. And I felt bad. I was a little bit like, no one actually knows how you make friends. It sort of happens, like, by accident.
Yeah, it's like you don't have friends, and then all of a sudden you somehow have friends.
Yeah. Hard flex. I have, like, so many friends now. And there was, like... I said this to a friend of mine, and he called me a loser, but it's fine. There was, like, a time in my life, I, like, prayed for friends so bad. And I'm sure this happens up and down. Like, there were probably times where I had friends and wished for more or wished for different or something. But, like, when I was really little, like, I really, really, really wanted friends. But, like, there just wasn't the capacity. Like there just weren't people that I resonated with or something. I don't really know. But like I'm thinking now, I have tons of friends all from like sort of different random endeavors. Like I have like genuinely like 7 good friends because I joined a book club that I saw on TikTok. Going to a book club is not like actual advice to make a friend. It just worked out. I feel like in theory, NYU should be doing all of these like big events.
I mean, it definitely tries. They definitely like advertise a lot of events.
Yeah, but does it work?
No,
like,
not
like,
really.
Right?
I think like, I don't know how people do it. I guess just joining clubs and stuff. And it also helps if you have a small major.
Yeah.
Like I have friends in the dramatic writing major, and that's and it's a small major, and they all spend like all their time in class together, so they all know each other, which is
you
cool.
can like do work together. Do you ever go to not as advice, but just as curiosity, when you're in the writing phase of working, do you ever like collaborate with people or go to like a writing group, stuff like that?
I've never been to a writing group, but there's a stand-up group at NYU.
Have you been?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah.
It like met a lot the first semester and then like not at all the second semester. But that was fun. We would like throw premises out. That was a good time.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that sounds super cool.
And then sometimes like, I don't know, I'll call people. I don't like writing that much. I don't like writing with people.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'll have an idea that like it doesn't sound good. Like I can't explain it well. So I'll try to explain it to someone and they'll be like, that doesn't sound great. And then I'll lose faith in it. But like it could have been something if I'd just shown what I was thinking on stage.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I kind of am too, like I don't like doing that.
Yeah, there's
early.
a lot of like heartbreak and being like, yeah, I have a bit. It's like kind of about, and then you say like the 1 sentence pitch, and like if I don't get more than like a nose exhale laugh, like I'm like, oh well, that was stupid. You're right. Like why did I even when that wasn't? I think the best version of me would be like, yeah, they'll get it when it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, I think there's a lot of there's a lot of having faith in a concept, like when no one else has it, and I that's like I don't even know if that's a skill you can build. I feel like some people I know just like think they're the GOAT. I have a feeling what you were gonna say was probably better than.
I was just gonna say like sometimes like it changes as you're writing it. Like what you pitch to someone is different than how it turns out, and so it's like then if you never even write it, it could have been something different. Yeah. Similar, like off the same idea but different, but you never wrote it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like things need to like follow the path until the end of whatever the thing is. If you had 3 recommendations for things for people to consume or engage with or interact with, what would that be?
The Simpsons.
Okay.
I would say Simon Rich. Do you know him?
Yeah, wait, I just read Glory Days, and I listened to the audiobook, and it was read by John Mulaney. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Simon Rich is a genius.
He's my favorite author.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's really good. Okay, and a third thing?
I just read Steve Jobs' biography, and that was really interesting.
Yeah?
And it's cool to, like, read biographies of, like, big people, because they, like, suck. They're bad at whatever they fail a lot in the beginning of the book, and that's encouraging.
Yes.
Like the original Mac was kind of a failure, and like a lot of the computers he first put out, they were not good, and that was cool to read. It's like not that what he turned into was necessarily like great, but to be that big of a success in whatever you're doing, it's like you have to fail first.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I want to do this podcast, because, like, I would have loved to hear what Steve Jobs was acting like in the earlier stages, because he became a pretty arrogant, like, brazen, like, he became, like, a bit of an asshole.
He was always like that.
Even in the beginning? Like, even amidst failure? I mean,
even as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, he sucked. He was not a good guy.
There is a lesson to be learned from, like, if every time you bombed, you were like, I don't really give a fuck, I'm kind of the GOAT. Like, that would be pretty remarkable. I don't know if it would make the craft good, but it would be, like, I don't know many people that are, like, invincible to that sort of failure. If you had any advice to anyone trying to pursue anything, could be comedy, could be anything, what would the advice be?
I don't know if this is, like, I just saw this chart on Instagram, and it was like a U, and it started with uninformed optimism. I think it's like for any pursuit. It's like uninformed optimism, and then informed pessimism, and then the bottom was called the Valley of Despair, and then it goes up and it's like informed optimism, and then the other side is success. So I think just like keeping that in mind, it's like at the beginning you'll have uninformed optimism, and then you'll realize how difficult it is, and then there'll be Valley of Despair. It's like years of where you don't see how it's going to become better because the progress is so slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it's all part of it.
Do you feel like you're in the valley right now? Do you feel like you're moving slowly?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when was the last? Well, you just got like big recent. How often do you do like a little reflection of like your like big milestones? Because like in theory, in the last year, you like graduated from high school, you got into NYU, you started going to NYU, you moved to a new city, you got a manager, you jumped on the New York comedy scene. Like I feel like that's a lot of fast, cool progress.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel that way.
Like never, like I don't think it'll ever, compared to like what I'm expecting to achieve, I don't think it'll ever match up. In any situation, like I'll have higher expectations than how I actually did.
Mm-hmm.
Just natural. Like I'm like, oh, I wish I was that guy. Even at a mic, like someone will do better. I'll be like, I wish I was that. I mean, I'm not. I know I'm not where I think I am, but I'm not. I can't like fully appreciate all of it. I don't think.
Yeah. Do you think that mindset serves you to always be like wanting a little bit more?
I think it definitely drives me to work hard, but it probably isn't good in that like I don't really appreciate like what I've accomplished, and I'm like kind of hard on myself.
Yeah. No, that's true. I'm laughing because this is like maybe not the most encouraging note for me to end on. I know you as like youngest on the scene, like kind of killing it, like definitely funnier than a lot of the people that have been doing it for longer, frankly.
Thanks
for coming out actually and taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This has been Sam Froum In The Hole. I'm Sophie Chu O'Neill. Thanks so much. I'm so glad.